Nitakuja tena na ninajua nitakuja na baba na atanipa namba yangu 9 ya kucheza mpira mpaka ngoli siingie. Mungu awabariki.
We are here to declare to our people in Embu that henceforth they should not associate
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a clip of none other than the former UDA chairman, Johnstone Muthama, and the former senator of Machakos County. The man, as of today, went ahead to reveal the possibility of him dumping UDA completely and going back to join ODM. Now, allow me to take you through the dynamics and what is currently happening in UDA and why UDA has currently become the jubilee that we had in the year 2022. This is the reason why. Mudama, Johnstone Muthama, was among the founding members of UDA. He was among those that funded President William Ruto's campaign in the year 2022. And Mudama expected a great reward from President William Ruto, but that didn't happen. So Mudama ended up resigning as the UDA chairman. And that is where the rift between him and President William Ruto began. Apart from that, to actually put you into the picture of what is currently happening in UDA and why even the most members of parliament and governors that are still in UDA, it's not because they love the party, it's because they fear of the consequences that may befall them if they quit the party from President William Ruto. Let's look at it in this dimension. 2 days ago, a function of the grassroots leaders from Embu County defected from UDA party and called it quits with the UDA party. Remembering that Embu County is where the chairperson of UDA, Cecil Barire, comes from. What picture does that send to the whole nation if the whole body structure of the UDA in Embu County has disassociated itself with the said party and decided that they are no longer associated with UDA? It means that even her, Cecil Barire, as the chairperson of UDA, is not that she is in UDA because she loves the party or because the party is so popular right now. It's because President William Ruto has entrusted her with the role of the chairperson of the UDA party. And if she leaves that role, that means she will face the consequences from President William Ruto as retaliation, knowing that President William Ruto is a man that goes for those that disrespect him heavily. And looking at the dynamics, currently, we're in the year 2025. And the elections will be happening in the year 2027. Now, UDA, the rate at which it's becoming unpopular is the rate it's forcing a lot of leaders and a lot of the the people that trusted this party in the year 2022 to have second thought. Let me remind you, the UDA lost its relevance completely the moment that it lost its roots in the Mount Kenya region. Remember that in April this year, the UDA party was expected to conduct grassroots elections in the Mount Kenya region. But President William Ruto and the whole board of the UDA decided to call off the grassroots election in UDA because of how the party is unpopular in the Mount Kenya region. They were informed that if they go ahead to go and conduct the grassroots elections in the Mount Kenya region, nobody would show up. And that was what was to happen. Avoiding the shame that President William Ruto would have received by conducting grassroots election and people not showing up, he diverted the election to take place in the coastal region. And that is where the election happened, where people like Muhammad Ali, Jichopevu, the member of parliament of Nyali, also went ahead to reveal that he is no longer a member of UDA because of the corruption that was happening in Mombasa during the grassroots election, because the Secretary General of UDA, Hassan Omar, was the one that was leading the grassroots election. And, people that were elected were people that were in favor of Hassan Omar, and Muhammad Ali defected. Soon enough, people like Muhammad Ali, once Rigathi Gachagua launches his party this month, they will follow, they will defect, most of them, and they will join the Gashagua's party, and UDA will be left dead. Now, President William Ruto, looking at how UDA is becoming unpopular and how the defections are happening, there are leaders that know they can't be chosen with UDA, mostly members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region. So most of them are going to defect. About 80% of the members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region are going to walk out of this party. Mudama's statement is a revelation of what is going to happen to UDA. And let me tell you, William Ruto knows that his party is dying. And what he is doing now, he is playing a counterattack on the ODM party, because ODM party has been the strongest party that this country has witnessed since multipartyism came into place. It has lasted for 20 years. And Raila Amolo Odinga being brought into the government through the broad-based by William Ruto, it created a certain friction within ODM. Now, ODM is currently divided into two functions. Those that are following the likes of Akina James Orengo, Anyang' Nyong'o, and the rest, Akina Edwin Sifuna, and those that are benefiting directly from the government, Akina John Badi and Opiyo Wandayi. Now, Ruto wants to cripple ODM because his party, UDA, is crippled. Now, if ODM is crippled and some of the members of ODM defect and the structure is left, baseless, then ODM that will be left and UDA will merge, heading to 2027 general election to try and strengthen the coalition of William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga that will vie for the 2027 general election. But that is one thing that we all have seen Raila Amolo Odinga does not want to happen. And also the leaders within, some of the people surrounding Raila Amolo Odinga like Gladys Wanga have warned William Ruto on popularizing UDA in the Nyanza region. Now come to UDA. If this what we have seen in the last few months is what is going to be a trend until the year 2027, then UDA won't be a party. UDA will be left completely broken. And let me tell you, if UDA breaks at the rate at which it is breaking, Rigathi Gachagua's new party that is expected to be launched soon, it's going to take over the whole nation and sweep the nation off its feet. Why am I saying this? Because Rigathi Gachagua has played a very key game with the people and the brains of the people of the Republic of Kenya. He talked about his party. He has always been talking about his new upcoming outfit that will be the outfit that will kick Ruto out of the government in the year 2027. When that party is launched, the massive defection that is going to happen in UDA will shock this nation. Remember, UDA absorbed ANC, which was Musalia Mudavad's party. But the people that were in ANC did not follow UDA. They didn't follow President William Ruto. Instead, they went ahead to open a new party called DNA. And that new party has joined the opposition coalition, which tells you in any game that President William Ruto is playing, he is losing. Other parties that are in Kenya Kwanza, like Ford Kenya, it's also just a name that is left, nothing else. So, in the year heading to the year 2027, William Ruto will either have to change the name of the party that he will be vying with, or that party will be as useless as it comes because it will have no influence. The way KANU lost its influence, the way Jubilee lost its influence at some point, is the same way UDA will be in the year 2027. If people like Akina Johnstone Muthama, who are the founders, the forefathers of this party, are saying that they don't want to be associated with that party, what picture does it send even to other members within the UDA party that found Mudama there, who formed the structures that currently govern UDA party? That's what's up. Make sure you leave a comment on the comment section. Tell me what you think about this. See you in our next video. Remember to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.